What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Thursday, February 17th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who your favorite plays are for today's slate. And finally, shout out to No House Advantage for being the presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code Awesemo when signing up to get up to $25 on your first deposit. Now we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Terrence Mann, Luka Doncic, and Joel Embiid on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, we've got LaMelo Ball, point guard eligible, 8,800, projected for 46. The goal is 57. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. I gave him 36 minutes. You guys know the drill with Charlotte at this point. They just play a ton of minutes. Now, it's not the best matchup in the world. They lose 2.8 possessions taking on the Heat. This is about as slow as it's going to get for the Hornets, and I still like going to Ball. 1.25 fantasy points per minute, 20 points, 9 boards, 8 assists, and 2 stocks. He simply put just does a ton when he's out on the floor. I still want to attack him, especially on a 5-game slate. Next up at number 4, we're going to the big man Giannis Antetokounmpo, small forward, power forward eligible, 11,500, projected for 56. The goal is 68.5, and he is in the optimal lineup 28% of the time. 34 minutes for Giannis, 1.63 fantasy points per minute in this matchup against the Philadelphia 76ers. Big pace down spot for Giannis, very similar to LaMelo in this case, but very different stat line as well. 34% usage. 30 points, 12 boards, 5.5 assists, and 2.5 stocks. You know what you're getting out of Giannis. Just absolute high-end scoring. One of the 3 best individual fantasy players in the NBA. The other one, Joel Embiid, is in at 6. Nikola Jokic, he would be the 3rd. That trifecta is exceptional. Giannis, though, right now, the highest ranked of any of those guys at number 4. This one's easy. Number 3, Reggie Jackson, point guard eligible, 6,700, projected for 39. The goal's 48. He's in the optimal lineup 33% of the time. I gave him 35 minutes. He's been playing massive minutes since the trade deadline and since Norm Powell went down. 1.12 fantasy points per minute in this spot. Clippers are taking on a Houston Rockets team that isn't very good defensively and plays at a very fast pace. 29% usage for Reggie Jackson with no Norm Powell, no Paul George on the floor. 22, 7, and 5 as a baseline projection with a steal. He's just wildly underpriced now that the minutes are climbing. You're going to see the price tag climb as well, but for now, he is still undervalued in the industry. In at number 2, we have the criminally underpriced Kyle Lowry. Point guard eligible, 5,600, projected for 34. The goal is 44, and he's in the optimal lineup 34% of the time. 36 minutes for Kyle Lowry, 0.95 fantasy points per minute. He gets the benefit of a massive pace boost against Charlotte. They gain 3 possessions above their average. It's like a free fantasy point or more for Lowry and for the rest of the Heat. 14 points, 7 assists, and 6 boards. So he's doing it across the board in the statistical categories, plus a steal and a half. So it's not even crazy to see him pick up a little bit more on the steals and blocks side of it, mostly the steals side. Either way, Kyle Lowry with no Tyler Hero out there, underpriced at 5,600. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are. And then finally, give that shout out to No House Advantage. Sign up using the promo code Awesemo. The number 1 contender for today's slate is Kyle Kuzma, small forward, power forward eligible, 7,700, projected for 42. The goal is 52. He's also in the optimal lineup 34% of the time. Just doing a little bit of everything right now with no Bradley Beal and no Spencer Dinwiddie. So 1.2 fantasy points per minute in 36 minutes, taking on a Brooklyn team that is not very good with none of their stars available. 26% usage, 21 points, 11.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and almost 2 stocks. Whether you're going to Lowry or Kuzma or Reggie Jackson in this case, they're all basically the same play. I think you want to get to all 3 of them pretty regularly. Right now, Kyle Kuzma is your number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Thursday, February 17th. There's a DraftKings and Yahoo version of this video around here somewhere. Check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. I will see you guys again next Thursday after the All-Star break for another edition of the Contenders.